It's just so relieving to wake up on a little piece of earth that you own. So stress-free.
Well, we got land. We got a trailer to live in on the land. And now we're in a bit of a pickle. We can't get it up the hill onto the land.
Okay, what I want you to do is watch me, and let's try and get this thing backed up somewhat.
Okay.
And try and at least get a little bit of a head start, and then try and get the ass in over there.
And then call Carlos?
Yeah, so we're gonna park it over there. Well, we planned on having a friend, Carlos, use his 4x4 truck, because I was like, it's kind of steep and the trailer's kind of heavy, but then like, I was like, well, it's getting a little late in the day, we can just, you know, make it. No, can't make it. So, Carlos doesn't answer his phone, so making a great first impression on the neighbors. So you know how I was like, hey, it's a little bit of a steep hill, we need help. Well, I was like, I don't need Carlos, it's not that heavy. Yeah, I'm stuck. Yeah. No worries, we'll be here. Thanks, man. You're the man. You're awesome. Yep. This Carlos come save the day. We would have had a 4-wheel drive.
I told him to call you. We were packing up the trailer and I was like, are you gonna call Carlos? He's like, yeah, well, a minute. I'm like, are you gonna call Carlos?
Like,
he's
it's not that
yeah,
steep. It's the loose material, so like once we get our run going, well, first of all, it's a spider gear, so the only right tire is going. Yeah. And it's just chewing all the gravel up.
This thing's got fifth lock too. You could have been home already.
Good. Yeah.
Just call me.
I know.
It's not a big deal. If it was mine, I would just tell you, just take the truck.
I know, but I was like, I don't want to bother him.
We learned a very important lesson today.
I'll see you guys later.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Well guys, at least the neighbors enjoyed the show. They brought us a couple cold ones over and introduced themselves. And they seem like good people. And they actually invited us over for dinner tonight. So this is where we're calling it. See you in the morning.
What I got?
This is like the toy of your dreams.
I know. You sure? It was kind of funny because she was like, she's like, you're younger than I imagined when I talk to you on the phone?" I was like, "Yeah, I get that a lot." And then she's like talking, she's like, "Don't do this, don't do that." And I was like, "You've dealt with a lot of idiots, haven't you?" And she's like, "Oh yeah." And I'm like, "Well, I want to come back and rent more stuff, so I'll try not to break it." She's like, "Thank you."
Aren't you supposed to be waiting for Carlos?
Well, I want to play with my new toy.
Remember last time we didn't wait for Carlos?
Well, guys, we're gonna have some fun this weekend. We rented a backhoe, and then Carlos, our main squeeze right there, he brought a skid steer. He's gonna be moving a lot of the dirt while I'm digging it. We gotta fix the road down there before it caves in on somebody driving in. Fix all the washouts, and then we're actually gonna level out this pad, and this is where the trailer and all of our stuff's gonna stay while we're building. That way we're just out of the way. So I'm gonna be digging away at the hillside, and then we're gonna watch Carlos to see if he can make it up and down the road 100 times without messing up.
Try my best. I will fall.
The biggest reason why we got this land, why we're doing all of this, is because we got the truck and we knew we wanted kind of a place of our own to build it, and definitely somewhere where the weather's not going to impede on our build progress like it did in Montana when we were building Miles. So we thought about all of our options and decided that buying a piece of land was going to be the best option for us as far as a long-term investment goes.
Well, we did get the road nice and flat. Not super flat, that's on Carlos. That was his job. But we were able to fill in the washed out area here. Massive washout was right there. So we got that all filled in, was able to back all of the trailers into this kind of second lot. That way we keep the main building lot clear for materials as well as when we start clearing the hillside. But got the road all clear, so won't get stuck this time, even though we won't bring the trailer up with the van anymore. Plan for Sunday was for getting all the building permits. One of the things we got to do is they got to test the soil for the septic system, and to do that you got to dig 3 holes 12 feet down. We got 1 hole 8 feet down. We hit, I'm guessing it's some type of granite, right away. So for 2 hours I'm sitting there chipping away with the bucket of the backhoe. Nothing. So, and actually this is not where it's even supposed to be. It's supposed to be another 10 feet back there, because you got to be 100 feet from your water well. So we called it. It was noon and I was just tired of hearing the damn backhoe scrape on the rock and getting nowhere. So this is actually something we're gonna have to do when we clear the hillside, because what we're planning on is digging out another 30 or so feet. That way we can push the house back a little bit and have kind of a bigger driveway for bringing in trailers and projects, stuff like that. But so that's why you didn't see too much of us moving dirt yesterday, or see any of us. But got the backhoe returned, and then now it's a waiting game, because we got to get a surveyor out here, an engineer. They got to design what kind of slope we got to do, even though for me, being a builder, kind of common sense for water diversion and everything. But that is the first episode of us working this piece of dirt we bought. So we haven't come up with a name yet. We know it's going to be something ranch, because that's what everybody does down here. So we kind of like that. But episode 1 of the ranch project, and then stay tuned, guys. More will be coming, as well as a awesome van build that will start here in the next week or so. So stay tuned. Make sure you hit subscribe, the bell, like, comment something nice, Instagram, all that good stuff. So thank you, guys. Talk to you soon.